Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Atletico Paranaense have the chance to go the other way. And here's Cruyff.
Cruyff really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Barella. Now it's Cruyff.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's making progress on the ball. And he's managed to get free. That has not gone well. That's a lovely pass. Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Cruyff! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Cruyff. So it is still 0-0. Ambitious ball here. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bergami. Chelsea looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency.
Real chance! Can he get on the end of this? No, that's been intercepted. Darren Fletcher. And here's Cruyff. Looking to play him in. Cruyff.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And it's Guti. Knocks it into space. Barella cuts out the pass. Guti. Half-time getting close now. Played back. Passing nice and neat. And Cruyff! He's scored!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Oh, shooting chance! It's hit the upright.
Added time.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Nesta tries to clear. And this could be the final action of the first half. Oh, what a climb! And there's the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Just a quick request today.
Well, let's
for
not
everybody
beat about
to
the bush,
please
Peter.
kindly
It's been
remove any cars
fairly flat,
parked on
and the
road
supports have
outside
had
the
little to
stadium.
cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Coming on the
And the
field
game has
is
already resumed here.
number 17.
Atletico Paranense really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Schneider. Atletico Paranaense do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Romario. And here's Cruyff. Schneider. Oh, what has happened here? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Barella. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so... And he's had a hit! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Otto is wide and looking to get onto this. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Vieira. Nedved! They want to be quick to recover this. Corner number 3 coming up. That's the throw. Thuram. Vieira. He's tried one! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution for Atletico Paranaense.
Atletico Paranaense get their 4th corner.
Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field, number 7, Yankolo. Number 23,
Rises! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Out towards the flank. Gnabry has it out wide and in space.
That was well seen too. Good clearance. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Schneider. Atletico Paranaense are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Otto, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Tries to pass it through. Plays in a big header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played out wide. Now, can they get him away?
There will be 1
Looking to
minute
go
added
deep.
time.
Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Chiellini with the clearance. Otto tries across. And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The
everybody,
game
and
yet to kick
welcome to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already
Atletico
palpable.
Paranaense against Croatia.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I've always been impressed with how this guy, Szoboszlai, has been able to combine physicality and the finesse he can also add to his game, Peter. He makes good use of his strength when receiving the ball in tight areas, and he has that trickery and athleticism to beat people, and a spring in his step, always a spring.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Now it's Torres. Always onto this. And this is Torres! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Croatia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Szoboszlai. Atletico Paranaense are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Fernando Torres.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Maldini. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Torres. And this is Cruyff. He's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Torres! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Atletico Paranaense are sitting pretty. 2-0. Shot, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Cruyff. Otto receives it in a good position. Terrific header! Decent enough try.
Fernando Torres is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Fernando Torres. And here's Griezmann. And this is Cruyff. And Cruyff! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Atletico Paranaense with the corner. They're first. And it's hoisted clear. Croatia have the chance to go the other way. Fernando Torres. Looking for options for movement. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Has been indicated.
He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. No messing about. And there's the end of the first half. How to review the first half?
Atletico Paranaense certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Atletico Paranaense ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Vieira. Nedved. And here's Torres. Beckham with the clearance. And he's only too happy to take that back. Well, that pass isn't the best. He can run onto that. Big chance! And he hits the net. The second half off to a spectacular start. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Croatia get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And it's Griezmann.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Atletico Paranaense are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. And that pass just didn't quite work. He's a sharp little ball here. Could move up a gear here. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Atletico Paranaense needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, good-looking ball.
Atletico Paranaense surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Cruyff knocks it into space. Oh, shooting chance! And that would have won it.
Griezmann really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
Substitution for Atletico Paranaense.
Atletico Paranaense have their second corner now.
Number 6, Johan Cruyff. Number
Up he
18,
goes!
Griezmann.
He will be
Number 8,
livid with himself.
Nedved. Number 15, Mateus. Coming on the field, number 11, Filippo Inzaghi. Number 17,
Been shipped out
Bale.
wide.
Number 10,
Ball
Messi.
driven towards the far
Number
post.
14, Raul. Number 3,
I thought it was going to happen then.
Substitutions
How many
taking
more
place.
chances can they realistically expect now?
Messi. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Now that looks a decent ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Maldini. And he thumps it clear. So that's it. It is all over. Atletico Paranaense have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
This was all about tactics, Peter. A weakness in the central areas, both in defence and midfield, which is something we referred to before the game, and the manager was smart enough to make sure it was exploited.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography,
Hello,
the
everybody,
camaraderie.
and welcome
The
to
fans have
today's
pulled out
match.
all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway.
Luis Suarez really is a player who can do everything.
He's had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Atletico Paranaense with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He rises! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Maldini.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And the shot! And he hits the net. Two, and we've barely begun here. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's found a way through. Shoots! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Atletico Paranaense presented with a golden opportunity here. Vicario will have to save it here, or there's real trouble. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
A case now of complete control.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Couldn't squeeze it through. That pass has been well intercepted.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Threads one in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Greenwood.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's making a real surge on the left. Oh, good take in a good area. Gabriel with a fine tackle. Fermin. And it's Bellingham. Vieira. Can he spark a counter here? Greenwood. Can he get on the end of it? Can he finish? They've scored! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So is this the start of a comeback? Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's a pretty loose pass. It's a threatening... Nedved! Another big chance that gets away.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Well, the first goal came from this. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Nicely shaped ball. Nedved. Oh, this looks sharp. Fermin is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And Messi! It's hit the upright. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Luis Suarez. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Nedved considers his options. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Spectacular save! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball, and and deal with it well.
This possibly the last play of the half. Cruyff! He's missed, but not by that far. And the half-time whistle goes.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Number 10.
Atletico Paranaense head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead.
Coming on the field.
And we are already
number
promptly
18,
back underway.
Griezmann. Number 24.
Griezmann, very much a man of this moment.
Substitution.
Otto, looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through. Hit into the middle. Atletico Paranaense do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Bellingham, quality ball. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Cruyff. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, super ball. That has sent him sprawling. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Atletico Paranaense have themselves a chance from the spot to further improve their position of comfort. Oh, he saved it! And he's missed altogether.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Corner number 4 coming up here. It's a mighty effort! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So now the difference is 3. We expected better, and so did he. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, cracking ball. Cristiano Ronaldo! He's kept it out just.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
And this is Griezmann. No, that's been intercepted. Vermeer. And this is De Bruyne. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's good vision. He has found the way through. So much time and space here. Oh, good read.
That was well played.
And he's had a hit! Nedved. And here's
Has been
Torres.
indicated.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's shifting through the gears here. And that's it. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography,
Hello,
the
everybody, and
camaraderie.
welcome
The
to
fans
today's
have pulled out
match.
all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. So Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing.
It's Griezmann! They want to be quick to recover this. That has not gone well. Cruyff. That's going to go a long way. And he's only too happy to take that back. And here's Nedved.
There's the golden nugget, that is Paul Scholes, one of the game's unsung heroes.
And nothing seems to change him. All that adulation, he's the same bloke.
Agreed, but on a world level, he ought to have higher status. But he's never been one for hugging the limelight. He just loves being the quiet assassin.
And the counter is on. Cruyff. Raul. Now it's Griezmann. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, good ball! Taken back almost at once. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff! Now, who's going to be first to this? Deftly away. Now it's Nedved. And that's aimed into the middle. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. And here's Cruyff. Now, can they get him away? And a chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Atletico Paranaense with the corner. They're first. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! The breakthrough strike. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Atletico Paranaense have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. It's a searching pass. Thuram. And it's Otto. Pass is short and sharp. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There will be
That's
1 minute
Thuram.
added time.
Now it's Griezmann. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Atletico Paranaense leading 1-0 at the break. It's Luis Suarez! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nedved. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Here's a shot! It's hit the upright. And again, the keeper stands strong. Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Lovely ball, Trife! And he thumps it clear.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Messi. Coming on to replace him is number 23,
Now it's Bale.
Figo.
In with the challenge.
Substitutions taking place.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Raul, Forlan, and the shot! Bergomi gets rid without sophistication. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Messi. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Figo. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
That pass has been well intercepted. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
This looks promising. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Nedved looking for the run. That's a good ball. That is a crunching tackle.
Atletico Paranense really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
That is good strength. Played in
There will be
deep.
1 minute added time.
Costa Curta attempts a clearance. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And with that, the final whistle. Atletico Paranaense have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it.
And a quick
Maldini
reminder today
claiming
to
the man
please
of the
take
match
all
award,
without
and
bins
there is
located
very
by the
little room for
entrance.
argument.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Manchester United against Atletico.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used.
Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Otto.
Peter, I can't recall a better leader of the line than Marco van Basten.
Yeah, great scorer of goals and, of course, a scorer of great goals.
Yeah, and because of that, the words audacious and spectacular come to mind, and I think they best sum up what he could muster on a consistent basis.
Now, this could face-to-face with the keeper. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! There is the breakthrough! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So, a breakthrough already. Van Basten. It's Van Basten! They've got to be quick to recover this. Nedved. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort.
And there's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And they've got a throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Vieira. Looking to play him in. And this is Messi. He has found the way through. Wonderful save by Vitor Baia. That is a brilliant interception.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yes, chance! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
After 25
So
minutes,
smooth. A
Number
signature
10.
finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the... Messi gets through on his own. Goes for a shot! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! And the comeback is complete. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
He's having a shot! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Atletico Paranaense take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Threads one in. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cross needs to be good. Baia deals with that nice and simple. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Van Basten. Van Basten. Now it's Forlan. Forlan! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Forlan clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
there will be 3 minutes added time.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Guardiola. Now it's Torres. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well measured. Oh, he's bustling through. There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising. How good is he right now? His boots twinkling. And the half-time whistle goes.
Atletico Paranense have been simply outstanding in the first half. There doesn't seem to be a single weakness in their team, and should that not change, they could
Please
go
take
big
this
from here.
opportunity to pay a visit to our official
Really
store
has
where
been an
memorabilia from
astonishing
today's
game,
match are
peppered
now
with
available.
goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 14, Johan Cruyff.
There's the start of the second
Number
half.
17, Karl-Heinz
Now it's
Rummenigge.
Messi.
Number
Cruyff.
12,
Messi
Van
is
Basten.
in a really good position
Number
out
15,
wide.
Diego Forlan.
And he's
Coming
quick
on
to
the
snatch it
field,
back.
Number 22,
Nedved.
Betts.
That's
Number
really well
4,
manoeuvred. Now it's
Nedved.
Shevchenko.
Number 5,
He can run onto that.
Piero.
Oh, that's
Number
fabulous.
11, Shevchenko.
Takes a
Substitution,
shot!
please.
And it's in! They're back within reach! Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to see something like this, Peter. They're always looking to lure and lunge at you and hit you on the break. It was very nicely done.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So is this the start of a comeback? He's on it, can he get away? Tries to get it clear. Atletico Paranaense still have the cards to affect this game. And here's Del Piero. Well, that is commitment to the cause. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that is out of play. They're urging him to shoot. And he's quick to get it clear again. And here's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to
Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Cruyff is on his own. He's had a shot! They've done it! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Atletico Paranaense blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Mateus. It's a really well-measured ball. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's found the way through. Hit into the middle. Crossed in once more. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Cruyff. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, good-looking ball.
Wits. And it's Wits.
Two
Right,
added
Shevchenko.
minutes has been indicated.
And here's Del Piero. And that's it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players.